For that temporary glitch, we are ready now for the start of the Grand Prix here in ILR1, the opening race of the season. It's going to be an absolute belter. The two drivers we expected to be battling it out for the victory, Pistas and ILR Falcon, have both had grid penalties from the front of the grid and have dropped all the way down. So let's have a quick rundown. It's Michael Davies, your reigning world champion, who inherits the pole position. Second, Ace of Pace. They're both on ultra softs, as is CJ in third. Fourth is Shimasi, and fifth is Corza. Sixth position, Pistas. It's a 5-place penalty for he and the ILR Falcon. They both run on ultras. Johnny does the same in 8th. 9th is Dirty Apex Hunter, the first of the soft runners, and 10th is Bullet. Run is down from there, Jamie.
Well, 10th is Bullet. Let's take a look at the race director. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the stream link out. It is Liam Robo, followed in by Ritson. Ritson qualifying in 12th place, saying he was going to struggle a lot in the game. He's on the Super Sauce. He's followed in by Stanley in the Sauber, the main aspect in the Force India, Watchman in the Sauber. Zalan is 16th in the Renault. What's happened there? Leo Bladen 17th in the Ferrari. Frago Pole's in 18th. And Beastas and Corey must have had some sort of collision because now they are suddenly no longer part of the formation lab.
Well, we're all lined up and ready to go, Jamie. They will get back into their places and will take the start, thankfully. So what can Beastas do? What can ILR Falcon do? Can they get back into this, recover from that horror show in the steward's room last night in qualifying and pick up the 25 points? Or will Michael Davis once again be the king, the man to beat? Will he lead the championship when we leave here today? All will be revealed in a few moments' time as we get ready for the start of ILR1. 3, 4, 5, and we are racing away, and we're off to go, and it's a good start from Michael Davis. Can he lead into the first corner? It looks like he will. Everybody's streaming down into the first corner, and it's all relatively clean so far. It is Michael Davis, and jumping up into second. Frisky CJ dropping down one is Ace of Pace as they approach turn 3, and Lion is out. Loudly in the wall. Did you see it, Jamie?
Yeah, he went sideways out of turn 2. I think it was a tangling up with another car. I think I saw the Red Bull sideways, and I don't think he managed to correct it in time, and he actually hit the wall, and I think he broke that front left suspension. But he's out of the race, and that's heartbreaking for Leo Blade.
That's extremely heartbreaking for Lyle Blade, as it is. Oh, you wait all this time to get racing, and it's done in 2 corners after all that long wait over the winter. The hard work is undone immediately. Lyle Blade is out, and there is no sign of a safety car yet, as Ace of Pace gets very, very slidey on the exit of that chicane, as they now go down in towards the high-speed section for the first time. It is Michael Davis leading from CJ, who's up 1. Ace of Pace is 3rd, and Corey is 4th. What about ILR Falcon? He's up to 5th. Shimasi 6th, and Pistas is down 1 to 7th. But he's about to retake that place on Shimasi, and does. Down the inside. Lovely move, Jamie.
That's a lovely move by Stanley's out. I'm not too sure what's wrong with the car there. I don't know if it was an actual crash. I cannot confirm. Incidents. Stanley, terminal damage. So he must have actually collided. Liam Robo had a collision with Stanley earlier in the lap. And I think, yeah, Leo Blade and Stanley have actually crashed out of the race. But there's no sign of a safety car. So they must have cleared the debris as Corey runs wide at turn 4. And I think he's under pressure now from, if I can get that right. Hold on, where is he going?
Yeah, he's under pressure. Look at that, nearly 3 wide.
3 wide.
And down the inside goes Beastas. And somehow, there's really a lot of bumping and grinding there, but Beastas is through. And it was a little bit like dodgems on the brakes down there.
They were saved.
Falcon ends up staying where he was. He made the move on one car, but got overtaken by the opportunistic Beastas. And that was pretty close, Jamie.
Yeah, they were saved by the game's ghosting, 100%, because Beastas kind of ghosted into ILR Falcon, ILR Falcon ghosted into Corey, but I think Corey overreacted and ran the car out wide, and he lost out big time. He lost out to the Toro Rosso and the Renault. So yeah, he's going from 4th to about 9th, and that's not good.
No, that is really not good, but it's really good for Beastas, who was 7th a moment ago as he nearly slides off the track on the exit of the high-speed chicane and nearly throws it all away, but he's now up to 4th, and crucially he is now within striking distance of the leaders. ILR Falcon will be disappointed as one of the Toro Rosso slides as well. They're all struggling for grip at the moment. And at the moment it's Bullet then, it was sliding in 7th position. Shimasi right in front of him as they go through the final corner, and Bullet's going side by side in the final corner with Johnny. Did you see that? And now Johnny's going to have a look as Beastas sets the fastest lap of the race. Safety
car's
applied.
out. It was about time. There's a lot of debris at the exit of turn 2. Look at that. It's about time they called the safety car, but it's really going to spice things up. I'm hearing Michael Davis has problems with the engine sound, so that's not good news for McLaren there. I did notice that too on the formation lap. I couldn't hear his car for some reason, but he did pull a second gap over CJ. But now, what are the drivers going to do, Andy? I mean, there's still... The older stuff is still fresh. Do you hit now for a set of softs and get stuck in the traffic, or do you just keep going?
Well, that's a tough question, actually. I mean, the dynamics, of course, have changed quite a bit because we're on a totally different game now. I mean, before on F1 2016, it was an absolute dawdle. You could just come out, DRS someone, and you're through. But even with serious tyre wear, you cannot do that in this game. And it's going to be very interesting to see what the drivers do. I mean, will everybody do the status quo and everybody just stay out? If everybody stays out...
I think most of the grid will stay out because it's nonsense for the super soft runners as well to pit. So I think it's best if everyone stays out of the pits.
Yeah, I mean, it would allow them to stretch the stint a little bit further as well. So I think they will stay out, Jamie. I can't see any other option. If anybody tries softs this early, I'd be a bit amazed. So Michael Davis is leading. Let's just take stock. He's leading from Frisky CJ in second. Is it a pit stop? Michael Davis is coming in. And it's CJ. They are coming in.
They're all coming in.
I think these guys are all planning 2 stops anyway, Jamie. They weren't doing 1 stops. They're all coming in for 2s. And the mechanics scattered out into the pit lane. We could see a change of lead here quite easily as the cars all come in. This is what they train for, the mechanics, all winter. And there you go. Michael Davis has been made to wait. He's waiting for a long time. His race is ruined. And that is a disaster for the world champion. Through goes CJ, through goes... Is that Ace of Pace as well? It is Ace of Pace.
So CJ's come out as the biggest winner in this situation because now he's up in 4th place on the softs. And I think he's set to the end.
Well, I'll tell you something else. The guys on super softs have stayed out. So that's Bullet stayed out. Corey's stayed out on his ultras, interestingly. Main Aspect stayed out in his super. So what will these guys do now? What will they do? Hang it out and go into softs later on? Because
it really
softs
depends.
Make the end from here. The other guys are going to have to 2-stop.
The softs may make... I think everyone's still on a 1-stop strategy. I think the softs can make it to the end. The softs can make it to the end.
Not a competitive state.
Because let's think about this for a minute. The safety car is out. It's going to be out for about 3 or 4 laps. The recommended pit stop time for it to get up the ultra softs is lap 10. And, because remember these, the Haas and the Williams getting frisky. What's going on back there? But no, I think if the safety car comes in about lap 7, they can probably get the stuff to the end, just not in a very healthy state.
Well, that's the thing though. I mean, we're going to see these guys on with track position at the moment. Remember, and we know how hard it is to overtake. We're going to see the likes of Bullet and the Main Aspect hanging these tyres out and going on to fresh softs at the end, and with a chance of hunting them down, Jamie.
Yeah, but remember, overtaking isn't easy on this track.
Not easy, but it's going to throw a real
spanner in the works.
I have to say.
Oh, Corey's in.
For a really. And there you go, Corey's come in. Why is he left?
Why has he come in? Yeah. There's another car. The soft runners follow him into the pits too.
Yep. Soft runner coming in. Oh, that's interesting. He's just put them on. He's going to go straight back onto another set of tyres.
I think he's going to go in for probably an ultra soft and then pit again for another set of softs, maybe.
He's getting a nose change.
Oh.
So he's going to lose that place. So he's obviously had contact early on at the start of the Grand Prix. So there you go. Not at all going to plan for McLaren at the moment. Their championship leader was leading this race, then got caught up in the pits and all the mayhem, and now it's all changed. So let's have a quick rundown then of the order with all the pit stops that have been made. It is Bulletproof, the Scotsman, leading, yet to stop on the super soft tyre. The Main Aspect in second on the same strategy. The now lead car effectively is CJ in third with the soft tyres on. Can they make the end? That's up for debate. Me and Jamie have been debating it.
Oh, yeah.
We think they'll make the end, just not in a competitive state. Ace of Pace is fourth. Then it's Beastas in 5th. Michael Davis has dropped 4 places. Well, he's dropped 5 places down to 6th, but he's dropped 3 of his rivals in the stops there, down to 6th position. Johnny is 7th, the ILR Falcon is 8th, Shamasi 9th. Interestingly, Dirty Apex Hunter has pitted and put on another set of super softs, so he has guaranteed to come into the pit again. Ritson is 11th, Zal 12th, Liam Robbo is 13th, the Watchman 14th, Fraggle Paul 15th, and 16th is Corza. Stanley out, Lyle Blade out as well. So we're under safety car conditions, Jamie, and you think these guys on softs will go to the end?
Yeah, because I mean, even in a tattered state of tires, it's very hard for someone on fresh tires to get past you. So I actually think that the people who are on the softs are actually gonna try and go to the end. But Beastas better hurry up and rejoin the session.
Yeah, I've just realised that we've lost Beastas, and he's very fortunate that that's occurred during the safety car period.
Yeah.
Otherwise, our race favourite and title favourite is going to score 0 points, nil points, in this opening race of the season.
Oh, Mike had a disaster. He overtook the ghost car of Beastas and actually let Zalin through.
And
I was afraid.
Again, I was caught by surprise there, and Bullet leads them into the first corner. And he was now streaking away immediately from the main aspect. There's a huge slide, a double correction there, and through goes CJ. Look, just like that, in an instant, sweeps past him in the soft tire. Main aspect back to the inside.
Oh, but he's running off the track.
Onto the curb, and then loses out 2 places and drops down to 4th. Not an ideal start to his race. Clearly not warming up the tyres enough for the restart, Jamie.
Oh dear, yeah, that's a bit worrying. As I also noticed Michael Davis had an absolute disaster of a restart. He tried to overtake the ghost car of Beastas, which I think I let the Renault through, and then he got under pressure and got overtaken again. But I think that was probably the main aspect. I think it was. But CJ is making a strong start now, and he's going to gun down Bulletproof. So I think CJ is in the hot seat to win this race.
Yeah, I've just seen there that the main aspect has damaged his front wing against the outside barrier. Just going past the Albert Park Lake, and he's now run wide into the gravel trap. Oh, don't rejoin there. Very nearly, and he's now crashing intentionally. What is he doing? What is he doing? What the hell is he doing?
What's happened?
That is utterly ridiculous. He and Ritson are out, and that is completely unacceptable. What the hell is the main aspect doing? He rejoined the track, tried to crash deliberately, got in the way of Ritson, and Ritson just piled into the back of him, and his race is over. And both races are over, and the main aspect might be taking a lengthier period out of the season, because that was completely ridiculous. Jamie, did you see it?
No, I did not. I was too busy watching this battle, but it looked intentional.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, this is all heating up for third place, though. Look at this. Michael Davis under pressure from the Toro Rosso. I was looking for a double overtake. Oh, but he backs it out, but the Toro Rosso does get the move done on Michael. I think he does. Yeah, he does. No, I think that's... Is that Corey or is that Mike? Oh, no, it's Michael. Sorry. Yeah, but that was some very close, entertaining racing there.
I'm surprised we've not got a safety car for that humongous shunt involving Ritson and the main aspect, as well as those two. We've also seen ILR Falcon in the barrier too. He's out of the race as well. So they're dropping like flies at the moment, Jamie. But this is some battle shaping up here. And there you go, ILR Falcon departing the circuit very quickly. He's seen enough as Johnny runs in third with Dirty Apex Hunter 4th on those super softs. He's made a blistering start after this safety car period, Jamie. He really has. So
he really has.
On the move. And it's 5th for Michael Davis, and he slides wide.
He's
and
sliding. He's really struggling to
get
those softs to work.
He sure is. So let's go back to
main aspect said that. Oh, the Toro Rosso's off, and that promotes Michael into 4th place. Main aspect said that he actually had a glitch trying to retire. Apparently, he was in the menus, and the car was still controllable despite him being paused. So I guess that was not intentional.
And now Zalin's out of the race. What is going on? We're losing cars left, right, and centre at the moment. And we're down to 13 runners, or 12 runners if you don't include Beastas. And this is incredible, as the Watchman's coming into the pits as well, with a new front wing and a new set of tyres. This is unbelievable, the amount of cars we're dropping from this race as we go back to the action for 5th and 6th, Jamie. A real duel going on there.
Oh yes, look at this one.
Robo and Dirty Apex Hunter, who has dropped right back. So you said he went off the track, Jimmy, is that correct?
Yeah, he's been having a disaster in that Toro, so I don't know. He's been on and off and sliding off the track, and yeah, I think he's probably going backwards. I don't know what's going on with that Toro, so every time I spotted him, he's went off the track.
The cars are slowing down. Have we got a virtual safety car?
Is there a virtual safety car?
Yeah, there's yellow flags all around the circuit. We've got a full safety car. We're not getting it on the graphics, but we have a full safety car here.
Yeah, I see it now. That was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, this race has just been a mess, really. And we now have a safety car once again, I think. We don't have the graphics.
Oh, Dirty Apex Hunter's in.
Signs all around the circuit as Dirty Apex Hunter comes into the pits. And what is he going to fit on that car?
Oh, softs.
Yeah, surely another set of softs. Yeah, asset for softs. His first set of softs, absolutely, and away he goes in 9th place.
To be fair, that safety car has bailed out Michael Davis, though. Now the graphic comes up. I just pause. But that safety car has bailed out Mike. But at least it's packed the group. It's packed everyone back together again. That's gonna be interesting, though, because now Dirty Apex Hunter's set of soft tires can clearly make it to the end easily. But you know what? It bails out these guys too because they don't have to push as hard on these tires.
Yep.
What's Johnny and Ace of Days doing?
Really been an interesting. It's been hard to keep up with what's been going on. There's been that many cars in and out the pits, that many cars on the wall in the barrier, and we now have the order as follows. It's Bulletproof leading. We started this race with 18 cars. We have now got a mere 11
Why hasn't
cars
Bullet pitted?
running. I don't know, he's stretching out those supers a lot longer. I think he's going to go... He's wanting to do a one-stop, Jamie, and he's wanting to go as far as I'd say lap 13, lap 12 or 13, but he should have come in. He should have, absolutely, Jamie, you're right, he should have come in.
Because because he can try and do super soft to ultra softs maybe, depending on how much tire life he has in those super softs. But I mean, it's not worth it because he won't catch these guys back up and around once the safety car comes in. Because it's not like he's, I don't know, I really didn't see if he was pulling away as much. But I mean, if he's quicker than the soft owners, then I guess he can try it. But I mean, he's gonna have to.
I don't think he will be. I don't think he will be. I think this is a silly mistake. I should have come into the pits and fitted a set of softs and went to the end.
Yeah.
Well, why he's not done that, I don't know. He's now going to be a sitting duck for these guys behind. If he doesn't come in now, he's going to lose a full pit stop.
Why is CJ in? CJ pitted for the super softs, and now for the softs to get a fresh. Oh, he's getting a fresh set of softs. Okay, but he's in 10th.
So that's interesting. So CJ comes in to the pits and drops to 10th place. So he had ran on ultra softs, then he put on softs, and now he's putting softs back on. I bloody well hope he's fitted the hardest compound.
Yeah, he has.
So hardest compound is in. He's picked the hardest, tyre strategy before the race began. Because if he hasn't, he'll be putting on the same set of softs. So I hope for his sake he's done that, because you only get one set of softs if you go balanced or softer when you're picking your tyres. So if he's picked either of those, he's going to put the same set of softs back on. So let's hope for his sake he's not done that.
He's not done that.
Bulletproof is leading, but needs to stop. Why he hasn't, I do not know. Ace of Pace is second now on softs, and he's in a right battle with Johnny, Michael Davis, Shimasi. And that would be that. Liam Robble, what's he doing then? What's his strategy been so far? Let's have a little look at him. He's done one stop. He's gone from ultras onto supers, and he's been on them since that first safety car period, really.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit surprised he's not come in for a fresh set of softs either, Jamie.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I don't know why anyone is not pitting for a set of softs, because the two-stop is not at all going to work from this point. You may as well swap your strategy to a soft. Switch to the soft tires. At least you can keep up and everyone's in the same race strategy. Because I mean, people who like Bullet and basically anyone who's on a worn set of super softs is basically screwed the race over.
Unless they come in. If they come in now before this race restarts, then we'll be fine. But I think they're a little bit late for that, because I think this race is about to restart.
Look at that Bullet really holding. And he
really
drops it.
backing them up, and he drops the throttle, and after 10 laps we can go racing once again. We've got 2 safety cars. Bernd Mailander peels in and Bullitt leads them away. Somehow he's not pitted, he's not taking the free pit stop that he could have had as we go across the line to restart the Australian Grand Prix. He leads as they go down towards the first corner from Ace of Pace in second and Johnny in third.
Yeah, that's a solid
So, is
restart
there any
for
moves being
Bullitt.
made? Michael Davies under pressure, and behind that, Corey under pressure too. As they go through the first corner, I think Bullitt's going to be getting swarmed pretty quickly, Jamie.
Very.
Would you
in the
agree
next
with that
3
statement?
laps. In the next 3 laps, those. I don't know, because the super subs are rated for 14 laps of life, actually, of like decent life. So I mean, because I remember, as 50% is 14 laps, and there's been what 7 laps of safety cars. So he actually is good to go probably until about lap 19, and then Bolton instead of Ultrasoft and go for it. So actually, I think he's actually pulling a gap as well too. Like he's actually driving quite quick. So this is gonna be very close. But the battle for second place is way heating up here. Way.
I'm really surprised at this. I thought Bullitt would be getting reeled in, and I still think he will get reeled in over the course of the next lap or so. It depends where he's. Well, then again, Jamie, Ace of Pace has been on them since lap 4, so it's not as if it's fresh softs.
It's not
Same
fresh
for
softs.
a lot of these guys, actually, because the second safety car, they don't have another set of fresh tires to put on, so Bullitt might hold up a bit more than I initially thought, because the softs on the cars behind are not fresh.
They're not fresh at all.
So yeah.
So
Jamie, you're right. Bullitt might be able to pull a little gap for a wee while here and go on to the ultras at the end. Yeah, that might be possible.
He'd go for
if
the
he's kept
ultras.
these tires in a good state. But look, already Ace of
Pace
Pace
is
is
already
there.
reeled him in, yeah. And I think Mike is putting Johnny under pressure as well. Yeah,
Is it a matter of time then before the
it's a
Haas
matter
comes
of
through?
time.
And as you say, Mike is putting pressure on Johnny as well. And I would say that's the one to watch at the moment. Is Mike going to dive for the inside on Johnny on the brakes? No, he is not. He is not going to try anything rash and stays in behind at the moment. They're all in a line, and I think at the back of the group there, the 2 Mercedes were going side by side. Or was it Mercedes? Yeah, it was the 2 Mercedes. And I think it was Fraggle Paul being overtaken by his teammate. CJ Fraggle Paul loses it big time and is out of the race, and that could be yet another safety car. And then we've got 2 more cars round. One of the Toro Rossos and a Haas. Was that the 2 leaders? I think it might have been.
Is that dirt? Let's see, is his car alright?
It was Dirty Apex Hunter, yeah, sorry, it was. It wasn't the other Haas and the other, the 2 leader ones, it was the other 2. So that could bring out a safety car because Fraggle Paul spun big time. Did you see that spin, Jamie?
No, I saw a Red Bull try to go down the inside of the Haas, and that's all I missed. And yeah, he's left the session. That's unfortunate.
A big shot for Fraggle Paul. He'd just been overtaken by his teammate, and then he got absolutely way out of shape on the exit of the corner and smashed it straight into the barriers. We go back to the action at the front. I can't believe how many cars we've lost from this race.
Yeah,
and
it's
Bullitt,
only down to
as
9
we expected, should have come in for a set of soft tyres.
I'm not too sure why he hasn't come in
look-
for a set of softs, because what's going on here?
He's going to try and keep them behind him and then go into ultras, but I don't see how we can manage that
Yeah,
for
I
too long.
don't
We can
know.
manage it for a wee while, but surely not forever. We know Ace of Pace is quite aggressive, likes a late move on the brakes, and will he try that then as they head down towards turn 3? The Haas tucked right up behind the Toro Rosso, but still there's no way through as Johnny and Michael Davies get ever more impatient behind. What a duel this is, Jamie.
What a duel for first this is. It's down to 9 runners, and I'm still proper entertained by this battle for first. But it's not helping Mike here. I think Mike has the pace over Johnny. Johnny slightly puts his car to the inside into turn 7, I believe that is. Mike's still pulling him through, but yeah, I don't know. Unless Bullitt is like hoping everyone else has to make another stop, he's gonna go for the ultra softs, but he's not gonna make that much ground. Like, let's be real, because the softs.
Jamie, I think they will be stopping again. I do. I don't think they'll go to the end.
Yeah.
I think they'll be putting ultra softs on as well. So, in my opinion, Bullitt is trying to keep the safety car deployed again, and that is perfect for Bullitt. He's got to bail and go for softs now. He's got to. And he is now, in my opinion, Jamie, the favourite to win this race because, like everyone else is fitted softs and they don't have any more softs to use.
Johnny nearly caught in the back of the Haas as he was slowing down for the Delta. Oh dear. That means is Bullitt going to come in? Yes, he does.
Yeah, they guys have got to stay out. They've got to stay out. And Ace of Pace is coming in, but surely he's not going for softs because he doesn't have any.
No, he's going to go for the... Oh shoot, he's going to have to come in for the super softs, isn't it?
He might have one set, he might, but I doubt it. And
He's coming for the... He has to be super sauce. It has to be the super sauce.
They're coming in for supers, but they're never going to reach the
No,
end.
don't tell me he's coming for the ultra sauce. Nah!
Ace of Pace is coming for the ultras. This is an absolute mess.
Oh, and he hits. I think he almost hit the McLaren coming out of the pits. What is this?
This is like these strategies are unbelievable. I've got no idea what some of these drivers are thinking.
Oh,
Why
CJ
did you
must
come
be
into the pits?
CJ must be clapping because he's on a 3-stop and he's back up in the third on those softs. Dirty Apex Hunter is already done 2 stops. He's in the softs as well. He's in 4th. So Michael Davis is coming for the super softs. Aids the pace of the ultra softs. Oh, it's actually giving me a very interesting race to the end. So what's happened here then?
But Jamie, I'm not sure CJ's softs. I don't know if you've got a stream for CJ's got a stream going. I'm not sure they're fresh softs. I think it's entirely possible he's ended up putting the same soft tires on.
Oh, he might have, unless he went for the hardest allocation. Because everyone should have only brought one soft.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt that.
Shoot, yeah, you're right. Everyone, there's no one here who should have gone for the what do you call it, the hardest allocation. So if you didn't, you're only using the same set of softs over and over.
In my opinion, the best person to win this race is Bullet, because everyone else bailed for softs in the previous 2 safety cars. He didn't, and he now has the freshest pair of boots on the circuit. And those guys ahead of him, they won't get to the end. No way
he's
will
gonna
they
get bullied by Ace Pesta, who's in 2 compounds softer. So I mean,
yeah, he might bully him for a wee bit, but he's not going to stay there. He's going to run out of tires and end up falling off the road soon.
But I don't know. I can actually see him getting past Bullet and just parking it in front of him. Because these 3 and Michael Davis on the super soft too. This is actually going to be a hot battle.
What is going on, man? This is ILR1. These guys are meant to be some of the best drivers in the whole of PlayStation gaming. And so far, their strategies have been shoddy, and the racing has been shoddy. It's been absolutely unbelievable. What has been going on today? We've not got Beastas anymore, which was due to a disconnection. We don't have ERL Falcon. We don't have anybody.
We don't have anybody.
We're down to 9 runners, and Johnny, 95, is now the shock leader on worn soft tyres. Is he going to try and make the end?
I'm actually entertained. There's only 9 runners left, but this is quite...
Jamie, he's been on the soft tyres since lap 3, lap 4. He's never going to make the end. Corey's been on them since lap 5. He's not going to make the end. CJ's been on them, probably the same set of tyre, we think, since lap 10, but he was on them from lap 4 to 9. So...
yeah, so...
they're all shot to bits. Dirty Apex Hunter, he's in a decent position. He pitted in lap 9, and Bullet pitted on lap 14. So the 2 Toro Rossos, in my opinion, will lead this race, because I think Johnny, Corza and CJ will bail out of those softs. I really do think that when they start to lose grip. Ace of Bullet and Ultras, that chance of him making the end.
Yeah. No, he can. Because the Ultra Softs can do 14 laps if you proper push them as well. But I mean, they're giving me like 70%. Like, I mean, you don't want to do that many laps, but I mean, like, I would say 13, like 12 to 13 laps. The Ultra Softs are rated for it.
Well, okay, but we totally, it's all about opinions, and I disagree with that. We all have opinions, and I disagree. I think the 2 Toro Rossos don't need to do any overtaking. I don't think these guys will stay out, but I think they might end up overtaking them because they'll be that bloody slow.
Well,
honestly.
It all depends on what race strategy CJ is going for, though.
And the other question is, will Ace's pace get involved with the 2 Toro Rossos?
Oh, 100%.
And spoil the fun for about 5 laps until his tires fall away. Michael Davies, that's an interesting one. He's gone for supers, Jamie.
Yeah.
And he has been on them since lap 14, so he's just come in for them, and the longer the safety car stays out, the better for him. But are we getting ready to go back going again? We are getting ready to go again as the safety car pulls in, and Johnny is leaving it very, very late to drop the throttle.
Yeah, he left it way late.
The final corner, and Corey is right behind him, and CJ's right behind him. They're all on the line going down the start finish straight, and in the background it's like a Formula 1. It's like the start of the Grand Prix. Look at them all weaving down the straight, and they go through the first corner, and it is still Johnny ahead, but look at the train of cars behind them as they go down towards the next corner, and look at McLaren is under threat. CJ trying to go to the outside, can he make it there? Not quite, and he stays in position.
Whoa.
And it's as you were, between the top 4 cars, top 5 cars, and whoa! Huge moment for the Toro Rosso there, of Dirty Apex Hunter, and now Bullet will be all over his teammate.
The Red Bull looking on the inside of the Toro Rosso. Dirty Apex Hunter off the track.
That was very, very late. Very late, Jamie.
Who was that? Who was that in fifth? That Liam Robo
That was Robbo.
split
It
the
was
two.
some move. I can't believe Bullett's seen him coming. His ace of pace is out of shape with Michael Davis all over him. And they go side by side. Davis right on the outside. Beautiful.
Oh.
Absolutely beautiful move from Michael Davis to climb up into seventh place. Action everywhere you look. Sorry, Jamie, carry on.
No, that's big for Michael Davis. He needs to get past ace of pace because now we can. Because his super subs, I think he can take it to the Toro Rossos. If I know Bulletproof is in 6, I don't know how those subs are going to work for him as they're gunning down Liam Robo. And I think Dirty Apex Hunter seems to be struggling to turn on the soft tires, but he actually is putting CJ under pressure. So everyone's still very, very close as Johnny starts us down the main straight again. He's slightly starting to. I don't know, the gap is still the same to Corey.
Well, this race has been extremely disjointed in just 16 laps with the 3 safety car periods. We've had 9 or 10 retirements, but now it's beginning to become a real Grand Prix. We've got 3 cars at the front on completely worn to bits tyres that have been on since virtually lap 3. Okay, CJ's been on them since lap 10, but we think he's already been on them prior to that. We can't confirm that, but the front 3, we believe, are all on old soft tyres. 38
Michael Davis gets the move done on Bulletproof as a side by side. Oh my word, Bulletproof are on the outside. I think Michael Davis ran it off into the parking lot area, and he's actually going to get. I think Ace of Pace is going to get the move done on Michael Davis around the outside, and now he's under pressure from the other Haas.
And now look at this, it's the American dream. That's the Pope attacking, and he's going to go around the outside. Michael Davis did this in the previous lap. He's going to get it done back to him. Oh, that's brilliant.
Wow.
Shimasi returns the favour. Michael Davis, how do you like the taste of your own medicine, world champion? Wow, this is turning into a real Grand Prix now. As I've said, it was disjointed before this, but it's turning into something else now. And Davis wants to return his way back up into 8th place, but he cannot do it.
Jeez.
The top 10 cars, only 10 runners left, they're all going to get points at the moment. As we go back to the front, and CJ
CJ having a look, but he thinks twice. The Toro Rosso almost collecting him in the back in the penultimate corner. CJ all over the back of him now.
Because the front, you've got no pace. It's going to be like this to the end.
The Red Bull's in, Liam Robo's in. Is CJ going to have a look at turn 1?
Damaged the front wing when he had that lunge up the inside or something like that. I think, is he on softs? When did he initially fit them? That could be crucial.
I think he pitted for those softs. Oh, it's a drive-through. Oh.
A drive-through.
Man, that's a
penalty.
This is some mega stuff up front though, and they're gonna stay very.
Stay like this until the guys on fresher tires get past them.
Because Johnny is the oldest tires I think in the whole entire train, and I think he's the slowest too.
Oldest.
Yeah.
So we're going to have this
and CJ, I think the
third
oldest.
11 laps. Don't go anywhere, folks. This race, which was far from a classic for the opening 15 or so, is quickly turning into one now. I've got no idea which of these 10 drivers are going to win the race. Johnny leads from Corey. Then in 3rd position is CJ, all in one tires, but Dirty Apex Hunter has finally got those softs working and is about to make a potentially decisive move, is he? He's homing in on Frisky CJ. Gets a great run out of the edges.
Here we go, side by side. Wow, what a move. He got it done, simple as that. Oh, safety car. Oh, why is the safety car out? Is it glitched?
I think it might be, because there's no reason for it this time.
This time it is the 4th safety car, and this is the only one I'll say there's no reason for it.
Yeah.
Surely everyone's just going to stay out then, right?
What the hell is happening?
Oh no, CJ's in! Wait, what's going on here?
This is a nightmare.
He's coming in for the ultra softs. As they take out the actual, what's Mercedes doing? They took out the actual.
You know what the most incredible thing about all this? All those guys come in, but the 2 guys that are the most worn tires out, a lot of them stayed out.
They have no reason to pit because the more safety cars that come out, the more, the longer they can stretch their tires out.
But will there be more? That's the question. I hope not, because this race will become about as farcical as elimination qualifying.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
I was gonna say that first 3 safety cars actually that was really entertaining. I just don't know why the safety car came out in that time though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame if it's gonna actually turn out to be
CJ, what's going on there? I hope everything's alright in that Mercedes. Not too sure why I cut across the whole car park. So I mean, normally the safety car, it's probably gonna be one more safety car because I think it's like it's every 3 laps or something like that it comes out. Which is quite a shame. But Dirty Apex Hunters found himself in 3rd place, and I think he's in the hot seat for the win.
Yeah, he is now, because I can't believe Bullock came in. I cannot believe he came in. Because there's no way he's going to overtake all these cars now.
Yeah.
Bullock had a chance of winning. He's now on the fresh supers. Behind him is Ace of Pace on fresh supers, and this is ridiculous. How many pit stops have some of these guys done? 4 stops CJ's done. The Watchman's done 5. 5 stops the Watchman's done in a mere 19 laps.
Bloody hell.
And yeah, he's done 5 stops. He's not a lap down or anything. He's running in 6th place.
Well, there goes my my guess saying that it was going to be a 1 stop for most people. I guess I was a bit off.
Yeah, a couple of folk done 5, Jamie. Well, there's one thing for sure, Jamie, and I'm quite pleased about this. The people in ILR2 cannot use the ILR1 as guinea pigs for strategy, because this is surely not how ILR2 is going to pan out.
I hope this actually makes for some more interesting. I think it's going to be even more interesting because the fact that most of the people that pitted are still in super fresh tires, except for the front 2 drivers.
Yeah, it's just rinse and repeat at the moment, Jamie. only now. It's going to be even harder for Johnny and Corey, not because their tyres are worn out more, but because the guys behind are on fresh boots now, totally fresh boots. So it's just rinse and repeat every single time this safety car comes out. Hopefully it doesn't come out again and we can run freely to the end of the Grand Prix, but I'm beginning to wonder if that's going to be possible.
I think it's possible.
Do you agree with that, Jamie?
I think a safety car, it might come out one more time if it really is that stupid glitch. But the safety car doesn't come out for the last 2 laps of the race, and it's a 3-lapper, so the guess is probably around like lap 25 it might come out, ruin the race. But it's been, if it wasn't for the 4th safety car though, I've been thoroughly entertained. Like, this reminds me of the train that Paul, Flexi, me, Cuban, and Cameron and Josh and Ritson were in last season for 5th place. That was good fun. But yeah, I think, as I was saying now, I'm just, hold on 1 moment. 35 minutes of racing. I'm just reading the chat. But this has been a pretty entertaining race. I think the safety car has turned its lights off now, so we're about to go racing here.
Well, remember, anyone that's speaking in the chat, remember to go give us a shout for your driver of the day. I don't think it's going to be possible to call that at the moment.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to call.
I think the driver of the day will be made in the next 9 laps. I think we're going to find out who the driver
there
of the day is.
isn't a clear one yet.
Everyone's about level. A big shout out though to the Watchman on his 5-stop strategy in 6th place. But we're going to see how this pans out then as the safety car for the 4th time peels into the pits. The Bernd Nylanders led more laps than anyone today.
Why is Johnny leaving us so late?
Johnny tries the same tactic again.
What is that? Oh, he's under pressure.
And immediately he's under pressure. And here comes the Tom Rosso. 38 bits under on the attack of the McLaren. Is he going to sign and seal the move now? No, he is not. He remains stuck as Johnny leads them through turn 1 and 2. Look at 38 bits under. He's swarming all over the back of them. He goes for the inside line.
Oh, Corey on the inside of Johnny!
Goes Corey, and a shock twist to the tail, and as he goes, he remains behind at the moment. Wow!
Oh, Johnny's at the wall!
Look at this!
And they're still ghosting on each other.
They're still ghosting for some strange reason.
Oh, 38% making slightly tapping.
Close to tail, but Corey's now ahead. He takes the lead away from Johnny. It's Corey from Johnny from 38 Pits Hunter, then an absolute melee behind that.
Oh, there's something going on in the back. Oh dear.
Whoa,
I think that's Michael Davis and someone else. Oh, it's that. Oh, this is ridiculous. There's too much action everywhere.
Somehow they get away with it, and Johnny's thinking about returning the favour to Corey as they go through the high-speed chicane. Remember, these guys have been on these tires since lap 4, and Corey gets a little bit wide. Johnny comes straight back at him then, lines him up, gets closer and closer, has a little look, but no more than a look, and he remains in 2nd place. And I think crucially at the moment, these guys have to lead this race because one of these two need to lead. Because
oh, 38 Pits Hunter looking at Johnny.
Lunge, and is he going to pull it off? No, he can't quite do it. As Johnny is really holding him up now. Look at the train queuing up to pass him. Corey tries to sprint away.
Have a move on 38 Pits Hunter.
Down the straight. We're nearly 3 wide. Johnny, and look at that, rubbing wheels. Is that Ace of Pace?
Shimati down the inside of 38 Pits Hunter.
Oh, look at that. Incredible.
This is incredible stuff.
Shimasi takes third place and is now the man in the box seat to challenge the two destroyed soft tyre runners in the lead, but still not giving up his 38.
Oh my God, look at the outside! Getting nailed the ball!
This is incredible!
Squeeze them off!
The more those guys battle, the more this helps the lead too. Corey leads from Johnny from an absolute melee of cars, led by Shimasi, then Dirty Apex Hunter, then Michael Davis, Frisky, CJ, Bulletproof, all in a line. Wow!
Wow!
Tell you what, I've got no idea who I'll be talking to in the podium.
This
no
race is giving me
at all.
Everyone's very close, and they're keeping it very clean. I think now CJ's gonna have a look. I think it's closest to Mike now, as they all. CJ have a look. Oh, he has a look, but he doesn't go for it. Oh man, there's a Haas!
Whoa,
look at the very wide!
Shimasi, and he's going to be overtaken surely. Whoa!
Oh my God!
There goes Corey into the wall. Sorry, not Corey. Michael Davis, the world champion, into the wall after a big slide from Shimasi. He tried to take a void in action. He couldn't. He went for a spin, and surely the world champion is going to start the season in a terrible, terrible fashion. He drops to 10th, and now he's only on for 1 point. Meanwhile, at the front, they somehow still remarkably.
Oh, look at that! The Red Bull. That's Liam. I think that's Ace of Pace trying to make a move on Liam in the back, but they're very close. This is the battle for like first through about 10.
Yep, they are. They're battling there. They're battling in front of that. You just don't know where to look at the moment. You really don't.
Oh, CJ!
CJ! CJ! Whoa.
My goodness me!
This is unreal.
This is ridiculous.
How is Corey streaking away, and how is Johnny still holding on? Well, if there's one thing ILR2 can learn from this race, it's don't get caught behind somebody on old tyres.
I think Johnny, I don't know how he doesn't have wing damage. He tapped the wall and he's still in one piece. As he sees himself under pressure from that. Maybe he has wing damage? No, it doesn't look like it. No, I think he's still good.
Is it possible, Jamie, that some of the guys on softs, well, Johnny and Corey could reach puncture territory, or have these safety cars saved them from that?
I think the safety cars 100% save them.
Okay, as they go down through the back straight then, through the S's and down that long straight again, Corey, who's had a little bit of respite for the last few laps, is now going to have to start looking in his mirrors again, because it's settling down a little bit. But luckily for him, that Johnny is that slow, he's struggling that much, he might just be able to stay up in front, because Johnny's proving as such a buffer. He's so slow that Corey's able to go quicker than him. And Corey might just live on. Basically, Dirty Apex Hunter has to make a move on Johnny to keep his chances of winning this race, because Corey will be far enough ahead. Meanwhile, behind that, CJ going side by side with Bulletproof on the brakes.
Bulletproof
not quite close enough, and Bullet holds on.
Nah, Bullet got the move done.
Dirty Apex Hunter closing in on Johnny.
CJ got all that shape trying to get past the car ahead, and Bullet snuck one down the inside of turn 1.
Meanwhile, behind that, we've got Dirty Apex, sorry, not Dirty Apex, we've got Ace of Pace making a move on Robbo, I think. They're side by side, and he has made the move. He's up to 7th. Ace of Pace ahead of Robbo. The Watchman remains in 9th, and it's 10th for Michael Davis. Back to the front.
Yeah, I think Corey has this wrapped up. The safety car list goes away.
He's not got it wrapped up. I wouldn't say that. If one move is made by that Toro Rosso, it's game on.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Helping Corey out here. I mean, if Johnny goes off the track and loses all 3 places, any one of those 3 guys can beat Corey.
The Haas pushing Shimasi.
Side by side, Philip having a look on Shimasi. Is he through? Whoa! Touching wheels.
Side.
Still no way through, and this is unbelievable.
This is ridiculous.
Corey still clings on, but Johnny's catching him now.
Yeah, Johnny started. Oh, but Dirty Apex Hunter. He's right in that gearbox of Johnny.
Yeah, this time. Maybe not into 1, but certainly he needs to line this up for 3 and have a look. He has to get this right. Break early, get the good exit. And that's what he needed. He's got it. He's got it. He needs to dive here. He needs to go for it. Go for broke if he wants to win this race. Well done, the Apex Hunter. Make the lunge. No, he's too far back again, Jamie.
Johnny has that good straight line speed, and he has DRS from Corey's car, because Corey, I think has been wound back into the 1 second gap between him and Johnny. I think Johnny's got those
Bullet is through. Bullet is through on Shimasi, and Shimasi after that has then gone for a spin down at turn 3 and is now down to 8th place, Jamie, unseen by the cameras. So Bullet takes 4th place behind his teammate, and will his teammate get out of the way to let Bullet have a shot at it?
No, definitely not. Definitely
I
not.
doubt it. But Corey, look, how has Corey been reeled in by Johnny? Johnny's too busy looking these medals, but Corey has not been able to get his head down and get on with it. He's struggling so much on the tyres, he cannot break away. But right now, he's still relatively comfortable because Johnny is that slow. He's not going to threaten Corey, is he? He's just not. I mean, the guys behind can't even get past Johnny. What chance has Johnny got of getting past Corey? You know what I mean? It's going to be very tough. So the two Toro Rossos now swarm all over the back of that struggling Renault, which just cannot get any traction out of that corner. And well, Dirty Apex Hunter now have a look. Look at Billet's straight line speed. It's incredible. He's going past him. He let him go. Dirty Apex Hunter let his teammate go. That is a turn up for the books. And Billet is showing no signs of messing about. The Scotsman is about to become the flying Scotsman. He goes for the inside.
He's on a mad one.
Can he make it step? He can.
He's on a mad one.
Oh, wow. Instant impact from the Toro Rosso driver. His teammate let him go.
The Toro Rosso was side by side.
And now look, the two Toro Rosso binding wheels of Johnny. And look at that as he threw. Johnny trying to cling on, but he can't get it any longer. Runs wide. Ace of Pace will now be next on the list. And the tyres have hit the cliff. CG now has a look at Ace of Pace because he had to back out behind Johnny and loses the place. This is turning into an absolute classic. As runs wide in the background.
Lord, this is a classic.
Wow.
Nah, Corey's done.
And now Corey is under threat from Billet, who is now looking good for the victory. Surely those tyres are shot to bits. Billet has got some serious straight line speed in that Toro Rosso. What a decision by Franz Tost in the pit wall to call the switch. Because Billet immediately turned it up to Rich and immediately dispatched Johnny in an instant. Beautiful stuff, Jamie, wasn't it?
Oh,
absolutely
that was
stunning.
Beautiful. I mean, he was on a flyer. The momentum was insane. He got straight past his teammate. Well, his teammate, I guess, let him through, and then he just had a straight crack at Johnny. So that straight line speed is, I think he's going to get Corey here.
Well, here we go then. Can he now do to Corey what he's just done to Johnny? He gets right up behind him. He's really, really close. Corey has to look in the mirrors. The McLaren's going to struggle here. Here comes the Toro Rosso, the flying Scotsman. Is he going to take the lead away with just 2 laps to go? Well, he's down to the inside. He tries to switch back. Has a little look. Corey defends and defends strongly enough and clings on for yet another sequence of corners. But he's running out of laps. He's running out of circuit. He's running out of miles. And Bullet is really struggling to find a way through now. Oh, this is incredible.
This is ridiculous.
Bullock's running out of corners, he's running out of laps, but Corey's running out of grip. He's going to hit the canvas soon. Wow, he's been on them since lap 5, and somehow he's still in the lead of this race. Corey leads from Bullet, then it's up to Apex Hunter, and now the gap is formed where Johnny is struggling in 4th. Then it's 5th for CJ, 6th for Ace of Pace, and 7th for Robbo, who's dropped off the group.
Look at this, the battle for the lead. Side by side in the
high speed chicane.
Oh man.
How is Corey still in the lead? Well, this has turned into a classic, from a farce to a classic in an instant. 4 safety cars in just 20 laps, and the last 7 of this race have been stunning. We've got 2 more after this one. We still don't know who's going to win the race. Bullet again getting very, very close to Corey, nearly pushing him round the final few corners. Very nearly damaging his wing. Can the Scotsman open the season with a victory? Or is it going to be one of the men from last year who won many races holding on? Corey defends to the inside. Bullet dives to the inside. Is this the moment? Whoa, that's close again. And Corey somehow climbs on again. This is unreal. And will Corey again manage to fend them off? Bullet has a look again. Again, he's up the inside.
Oh, but
and Corey ghosts.
They ghosted. Oh,
how is he ghosting all the time?
Yeah,
he's constantly ghosting.
It's always.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what? Come on, Cody's.
What's going on?
He's got him because of his car ghosted. Codemasters. Come on. What the fuck? What the fuck?
It seems like it's only Corey's car is ghosted. No, I don't know. Because Dirty Apex Hunter and Corey made contact 3 laps ago, so I'm clueless to why he's ghosted.
Yeah, that's going to cost him here. And Bullet, okay, you could call it a little bit hollow. I think he was going to get him anyway.
I think, yeah,
now leads this Grand Prix with just 2 laps to go. An anti-climax, you could say, because his car ghosted. And that is disappointing from Codemasters. They need to look at that one. But Dirty Apex Hunter runs in 3rd now. And can make this the dream start for Toro Rosso if he can find a way past Corey.
I don't think so.
Goodness me, who's seen this coming, Jamie?
I didn't expect the Toro Rosso 1-2 though, or at least both of them on podium. I didn't expect the Bullet win. Jeez.
Well, he's going to do it at the moment. The Scotsman is going to deliver in one of the wackiest races in ILR's short history. He leads at the moment on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Corey valiantly clinging on to second place. He'll be so devastated to have lost the lead through a car ghosting through him, given that he was basically a mobile barrier for the past 20 laps nearly. But now he's been ghosted through it, and that's the only way you can break Corey's resistance today. And now, folks, you can start voting for your driver of the day in the comments.
Probably
tell us who it is. Is it one of the Toro Rossos? Is it Bullet? Is it Dirty Apex? Or is it Corey for fending on so long, clinging on for life, and then being done by a car ghosting? I think I might give it to Corey, you know. It's going to be tough.
It's
all the guys in the comments, though. It's their call. It's Dirty Apex Hunter now. It's the next man to line up Corey. He won't get it as easy as Bullet, we don't think. We've seen that already. He can't ghost him, and he's going to have a look then. Through the S's, Corey's still struggling for grip. Dirty Apex Hunter now. Very, very close. He switches to the outside line. Can he outbrake the McLaren on the brakes? Look at Corey trying to cling on. He's going to shove him onto the curb. The ghosting happens again. Surely not again.
Oh my God, the Haas hit the wall.
And he stays behind him, and he dives to the inside now in the penultimate turn, runs it in deep onto the grass, Vettel style 2016, and now drops to third, and will stay third, but winning the race. What an opening race, is Bulletproof. He wins incredibly the opening race in ILR1. Corey has been disqualified on the final lap. Oh dear.
Nah, it will be given a second. I just need to make sure that the race director is...
Wow, that was incredible. I've lost my voice. The watchman on his 5-stop strategy is going to come home 7th.
Solid.
Oh dear.
Yeah, call it Milkman.
Oh dear. Michael Davis has had a nightmare afternoon.
Oh yeah.
At one point looked like he could win it. He ends up trailing home in 9th, the last of the finishers, with Corey being disqualified for some reason. So there you have it. ILR1 comes to a close. Fireworks, Jamie, from start
that was ridiculous.
to finish. Controversy, you could say, at times, but at times simply breathtaking. The racing on track was brilliant, and there you go. Bulletproof wins the opening round of the championship for Toro Rosso. It becomes a Toro Rosso 1-2 because of Corey's DQ. We'll learn more about that soon. But the champagne is sprayed on the podium in Australia. What a race. Ace of Pace picks up third, having been going up and down the order like a seesaw all race long. Jamie, your thoughts on that thrilling finale?
Well, that was something else. I didn't expect an entertaining race like that. It's a shame for the bugs and glitches in this game, but man, if it wasn't for any of those bugs, man, I was thoroughly entertained. That race had me on the edge of my seat. And strong performance by the two Toro Rossos, and obviously Corey's gonna get his second place reinstated. But that's a strong result.
Okay, so Corey will get his second place reinstated.
Definitely.
So let's just run that down then. Bulletproof wins the Grand Prix. We'll say Corey in second with Dirty Apex Hunter third. Fourth then for Ace of Pace. Fifth is Johnny. Sixth, Frisky CJ, another driver who was going up and down the order all race long. It's seventh for Liam Robbo, who was always on the fringes but never really at the front end. Chimasi had a late spin. That's how he's ended up 8th. The Watchman was never really in it on the pace. He'd done 5 stops and finished 9th. Michael Davis finishes 10th, the last of the finishers. The rest all ended in the barrier.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. What a race to open the season. We'll see, hope for more of the same next time out in China.
Oh yeah, China next week. But well, it's been fun.
Jamie, have we had votes for the driver of the day? Have we had anything like that? What's been
let's
happening?
see. It looks like Bullet. Looks like he's got. Yeah, Bullet looks like he's got driver of the day. Not by a landslide. It's very close. Okay,
so Bullet has won driver of the day. Let's get them in here then, Jamie. The top 3 for some interviews, because that.
Yeah, that was a bit mental. Let me see if I can, who should I invite? Who am I inviting? Bullet. I don't think Dirty 8% talks, but I'll invite him anyways.
I will be back in one moment. I need to get our something done, man. Jesus Christ.
Hey, boy!
Oh no.
Let's go! Woo! Let's go, baby! Let's go,
Bulletproof.
baby!
What a race, man! Fuck you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Andy and I
Toro
were
Rosso's
sat
on the
here.
podium.
We're sat here thinking like, oh, what kind of a strategy is Bullet going for?
Did
like,
you see my move on like the third last lap? I overtook Hunter and then overtook that Renault.
oh,
my
yeah,
God,
I had
in
it on
two
the edge of my
corners.
seat. That was
Oh,
ridiculous.
man, I was shitting myself.
Oh
That-
my god.
Oh.
Hey, Bill, the safety class. Under the safety car, I got hit from the back and I got a 5-second penalty for that. I will send you the photos, but can that be deleted?
Send that
That is
in.
the best feeling ever.
We'll
So
take a look
I
at that.
got third place.
But fuck
Yeah.
you know, you guys, that was amazing. That was good
Jamie,
fun.
is that good? Is it good?
Yeah, you just DM the ILR account. And we'll take a
Yeah,
look
I
at
will
it.
send it to you.
Alright, but Bullet,
Just a second.
how does that race one feel?
Incredible.
That's a. Oh wait, I honestly did not expect to win a race. Like in the first race, Australia,
Yeah,
and we had
man.
the pit lane glitch. That kind of saved me, and then it fucked me, and then it saved me again. Oh, I just got perfect with the strategy to be honest.
Or strategy. Or
And then
strategy.
Hunter,
We were
at
the only
Apex, he
one
let me
on
past. Oh. Yeah, I know, yeah.
Only.
Yeah, we spoke
I was gonna
about
go
that
ultras,
about
but I
it.
was like, they'll be dead by the end, so I was like, fuck, super soft, might as well.
Yeah, we
One with tech decision.
we mentioned in commentary that Dirty Apex Hunter and Sean might have to do a switcheroo if they wanted any chance of
Yeah,
getting
we
a driver to
planned
win the
that,
race.
yeah, we
Because
planned
Dirty
that.
Apex Hunter just did not have the straight line speed. They done the swap around and Sean just turned on the engine mode and was on the attack immediately.
No, on that last corner,
Well,
my my exit speed was unreal compared to the guys on the soft say, so.
Yeah, I noticed
There
that
you go.
too. It was ridiculous. But
Yeah.
that was good fun. You guys, that gave me anxiety, all that racing. And I
Both
thought
Toro
that
Rossos on the podium.
that's incredible. That's a good result, especially after how the race looked like for you two. I didn't think Dirty Apex Hunter was gonna even be top 5. I didn't even think you were gonna be top
Yeah.
5 either. But that was something
I
else.
was. No, but the problem with me is just I'm always lacking in qualifying, but on the race pace, it's pretty good. So gotta keep that going.
Yeah.
I was on
honestly,
when I was on the
didn't
wrong
expect
tails.
you
Yeah.
guys to swap round. I didn't expect you to move aside Dirty Apex
We
Hunter,
didn't
so credit
expect
for
that at all.
Credit where credit's
Andy.
due for moving aside. Yeah.
Andy, you need to win and you need to win the next race, mate.
I won't be winning.
Hey, good luck,
The
boys,
Scottish
for
people
ILR.
are getting the wins.
That was good fun,
That
guys.
was mad.
I mean, the safety cars are a bit weird. I think the first 3, I guess I could understand, but the last one was like, why did it come out? It came out for no reason, but I guess it kept the field
Start on
compact.
super soft.
But well, Corey said he doesn't have a mic, so he won't join. But you
Trying to
guys
find
feeling
those
confident?
five
You guys feeling confident for China next week?
Yeah, that's just boosted my confidence way higher.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
such a good feeling, man.
You guys are leading instructors. You guys think you can keep leading it next week then?
That's the plan, yeah. We doing a bit of
Yes.
practice and we planned out, like, if someone's faster, we'll let them pass. It just worked out perfectly in the race as well, so.
We planned that, so hopefully we can do the same in China again for paces. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we'll be looking forward to. We'll be looking forward to another entertaining race. I know China's a lot easier to overtake, so drivers are gonna enjoy that one a lot more.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah. The race of attrition, you guys managed to survive. I think it was only 9 finishers, I think, out of 18.
9 or 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was absolute mayhem. I wasn't sure what was going on. I was wondering if it was ILR1 or like ILR3 from Thursday night time. At the start of the race, so many cars in the barrier. We didn't know with 5 laps to go who was going to win the Grand Prix. It was incredible.
Yeah. I heard you, I put the stream on during the last safety car. I was like, why did Bill pit? I was just like, I know why I pit.
Yeah. Or just that, like, you're like,
And then,
what strategy were you doing? But yeah, you put it in.
Ah, but Bill, you could have won the race without pitting. I felt well, a lot easier. I thought.
Nah, because the different exit speed and shit to overtake it was just OP as fuck. But I'm a bit disappointed I had to go through the guy in first.
Yeah, no, we were
I
disappointed.
was wanting to
in the
overtake
stream.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were a bit disappointed.
But I mean, the last couple of laps when I was getting through everyone, like some lower takes a day, I couldn't believe it.
I was saying to the Jim.
No, that was mental. That was absolutely mental, and it's a great
Glad I
way
recorded that. It's going to be some great highlight.
to open the season. Absolutely unreal.
That was entertaining.
I
Well,
suppose that's us done. Are we done with the
yeah.
post-race chat? Anything else? Anyone else want to add anything?
no, well, I guess we'll catch you guys next week, and don't forget to jump in for the ILR2 Australian Grand Prix, which I have done absolutely zero practice for. So yeah.
Jimmy in the ball.
Look on it.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Wait, Jim?
Yeah, I'm in ILR2. Yeah, thanks, mate.